Investing. How you doing, LaPons?
What's good? What's good?
Not much, man. Let's get right to it. Let's start trading and investing early. What's going on with some trades on your side of the town?
Shit. This week it was pretty decent. I was kind of distracted because I was in Dallas and Texas or whatnot, but it was pretty decent. I took a couple of trades, probably like 3 trades this week. I was in a negative for like the first day. Like I said, I was distracted. I was on vacation, so the other 2 trades that I took from what's today? Today is Saturday. So the on Thursday and Thursday and Friday, got everything back plus more. You feel me? So pretty good trades this week. I was trading. I think I was trading like Giardi. So on like a made a downtrend. I made a downtrend trade. I made a sale on on Thursday, and then that continued all the way through Friday. So I guess you would count that as a 2-day trade.
Oh, for real.
Yeah. So that was it. Pretty much, it was like I was a little distracted, like I said, because I was out of town. But other than that, like Thursday and Friday, it was pretty decent. I got back, so I finished
Do
that
you
week out pretty good.
do you try to trade based like week by week?
Um, yeah, I trade week by week. Like it's a thing that yeah, I definitely trade week by week. Like I look at it every day, so yeah, it's definitely a thing for me to trade week by week.
So you be
Um,
trying to figure out ways to get in every week and get out every week, basically.
um, yeah, it's pretty consistent. Yeah, that's the strategy that I use. So yeah,
Same, same. So like when I invest, I figure out what to invest in weekly and try to
yeah,
figure out different ways to invest every week. And if I want to sell something, I'm gonna sell weekly too as well.
yeah. My thing is just like I'm not like a person that would like get prepared for the week. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, I'm a day trader, so it's just everything is happening fast. So it's just like I'm prepared to react. That's why how I would say I'm prepared to react instead of instead of like preparing for like, all right, cool. I think this business is gonna do these numbers this week. I'm literally just
You muted LaFont.
yeah.
Can you
You
say it
can.
again? We didn't hear the last part.
I would say I'm just prepared. I'm prepared to react. That's all. When I come into the market every week, I'm prepared to react instead of like you know having a weekly plan. Like, oh, Monday I'm gonna do this, Tuesday I'm gonna do this, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just more of a reactor because I deal with the day. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? So,
Is it instinctive? Like, is your reactions to everything based off your instincts?
oh yes, basically, yeah. I'm just going off what I know. You know what I'm saying? And you get in tune with your instincts once you know stuff. So, like, once you start disobeying, like you say, if you have a plan and you like not do it, you kind of disobeying yourself in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Because like you made a plan for yourself and then you didn't follow through. Like and you fail, that's all on you. You know what I'm saying? That's 100% on you. So like I try to like be disciplined and have my my rules set, and
Right.
that gives me like once I keep you know being consistent with the rules, it's just like it's very instinctive. It comes secondhand nature to things. So like that's where like discipline and all that stuff comes from. You remember like how I met you, like a wrestling, like that kind of got my discipline together, like mentally instead of like physically, because that's all a mental sport too. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of
Right.
me playing sports and all that stuff, I know how to like be real disciplined and and at a mental capacity. So yeah.
So what's your goals as an investor?
Um just to have it be automated.
You
You
want
know
to
what I'm saying?
automate your system that you're building.
Yeah, I want everything to be automated. It shouldn't. At some point, like just because you're not like manually doing labor with this, it still is work, bro. Like you still gotta like open something, look at something. You know what I'm saying? Look at the computer, do run
Right.
numbers, all this stuff. It still is like a job. Like
It's
don't get me
mentally
wrong.
draining. It
Yeah,
can
it's
mentally
like a
drain you if you're not prepared for that.
yeah. So it's a passion. So it's just like, but it's still like mentally draining. Like you still gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? Like you might not be in that whole like I got a whole like boss above me, but like still it's like it's a 24/7 thing. So it's just like yeah, you have to like be mentally prepared with this stuff. So
I
yeah.
hear you.
My goal as an investor is to build enough to retire as fast as possible. And to
Great goal.
maintain
Great
that
goal.
quality of life.
Can you
You,
expand on your goals?
you said what?
Can you expand on your goals?
Yeah, yeah. So say for instance for me, like I'm putting into my pot, putting into my pot, and I'm gonna keep putting into my pot. Even if it dip, even if the market dips, I'm just gonna increase my market share because I know the market is gonna go up. We look over the history of the stock market from the beginning of time, well, from the beginning of when the stock market actually started to now, and even in the worst of times, you know what I'm saying, it's recovered and went up. So I just constantly put my money in, and I've also structured my portfolio to where it's like I have dividends
Right.
coming in. I have a 4% dividend rate coming in. So when the market dip, I still get 4% of my pot coming back in. Definite income. And then I have some value stocks in there to where when the market dips, those ones don't dip as much. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of risk diversified. And also in the growth portfolio, I do have some that's high growth, which is also high risk, but I have those other like growth ETFs like the QQQ and things like that, and the bigger growth companies that are also in there. So I've tried to structure my portfolio to where I can kind of match the Nasdaq, but get a nice fat dividend percentage back, and also have some stocks there that'll not decrease as much when the total stock market falls.
Right.
So with that, I have the courage and the conviction to go in and keep putting money in because I've got in my opinion the best case scenario. I might not grow as much. Like I checked my high growth piece of my portfolio this past week. It grew like almost 9%. I was like, what? And then the rest grew like 3, 4, maybe 5%. You know what I'm saying? But I'm okay with not having my entire portfolio hit that 9% because it's risk diversified. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to lose money. So when the stock market drop back again, those are the ones that's going to drop 10, 20%. You know what I'm saying? Just as fast as they go up, they could go down just as fast as well. So that's why I have other, my good foundation, my mattress of other stocks there to kind of to to cushion that fall, so to speak.
I
So
love that.
as
I
I was
love that.
saying about the retirement, if I keep putting into that, you know what I'm saying, keep getting my dividends back, got my ETFs there, that's definitely gonna be there forever. You know what I'm saying? I get my 2 million in there, my 3 million in there, and I get my definite income coming back. I really won't have to sell nothing. Honestly, I could just live on that dividend that's coming back.
Right. So I believe like both y'all goals is basically around the mindset. One being disciplined, and the next being like consistent. If you do not have
Yeah,
discipline
absolutely.
or consistency in both markets, you will not reach your goals as an investor.
Yeah, yeah, for real. Even if like we talked about the other week about having different goals and different like targets, you know what I'm saying, and using different guns, you got to know the different specifications around your weapon. So if you're a short-term investor, you got to know what you're looking for. If you're a long-term investor, you got to know what you're looking for. You got to know how to structure your portfolio. If you're a swing trader, if you're a momentum trader, you got to know what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? So, and that also feeds into what we talked about last week about having that base knowledge of financial education because you got to know what you're looking for.
Right, right. I believe more people need to put like more purpose on their goals. Like if my goal is to make $1 million from my portfolio, actually put a number, actually put a date, actually put like just all that around the goals, or how much you want to make or when you want to make it. You know,
Yeah.
So my goal is, of course, if I reach before then, that's great. But in 30 to 35 years, I'm 30 right now, so that's about retirement age. Retirement age, because it's not really an age. When you have enough money to actually retire and sustain your life, that's when you can retire. But we're gonna
right?
call it retirement age. Around 60, 65, I want at least 2 million in my account, but I'm shooting for five. So that's kind of my goal.
Right, right. Do
Um.
you think?
Go ahead.
What you say, LaPont?
I was about to say my financial goal. I don't really like I know where I want to be, but like I don't set it because sometimes you could shoot past it. You know what I'm saying? Or you could be amongst those. You know how they say you could be amongst those stars. So like sometimes I just like I know where like a bracket, like a good how can I say it? A good spectrum of where I want to be. I can say it like that. Oh, y'all on mute.
No, we just listen. I was just listening.
Yeah. But yeah, so basically, yeah, it's a spectrum like of where I want to be. But yeah,
So
that's
this I think this the best time to be more focused and less distracted.
all right.
Like it say, when the best time to buy stocks, when you focus, that's
Yeah,
the
it's
best
about
time.
but it's getting to the time where everybody's about to get back in the house. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, the weather's about to kick in. I don't care if you live like in the southern part of the country, it's still gonna get cold for you. You know what I'm saying? You're used to 100 and something degrees, it's gonna get 60 and it's gonna get cold for you. So it's gonna be time for people to, get back in the house. And once that happens, that's when the market starts shooting because they looking for those Christmas bonuses and stuff like that. So I
Man,
think
I can't wait for that winter to hit. It's hot in the mug out here in Phoenix, dog. That winter needs to come on. I'm
yeah,
coming
so
outside. I've been inside for the summer.
Right.
so yeah, so it's about that time. So like it's in what's we in September, so October, November, December, you know what I'm saying? It's about that time. Like stocks gonna go like crazy. Everything's gonna go crazy in the market. You know what I'm saying? And we about to like touch a recession too. So it's just like they finna do all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I just say, you know what I'm saying, watch out for the sale.
Right. Pay
That's all
attention.
I
Pay
gotta
attention.
say.
Pay attention to the
Attention.
prices. Pay attention to the demands. Pay attention to the goods and the services that you are paying for. Pay attention.
You need to be Santa Claus. You need to be taking all and putting all your stuff in a bag. You know what I'm saying? Putting all your presents in a bag. You know what I'm saying? Because it's about that time. It's about to happen. Like they about to go crazy. Yeah.
I'm ready for it. Like you were saying earlier, I move off instincts when it comes to the market.
Yeah.
I don't build my knowledge over time where I can immediately see where it's an opportunity that I need to get into.
All right.
Building wealth, should it be tax free?
Yes, because like if you try to get a job, you get taxed the most. So like, you know what I'm saying? It should be like, okay, well, I'm not gonna say tax free, but you should have definitely breaks on it. Like, okay, like you should definitely have a break because like you're not going the traditional route as like
Right.
a person who has like a career, things
Right.
like that nature. You know what I'm saying? Because like the place they working for is paying off the taxes through your paycheck. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you getting the money that everything you about to get, any money you get from a corporation should be or already should be like, regulated and everything by the government. So you don't really have to like actually go pay taxes like an entrepreneur would. You know what I'm saying? Like entrepreneur has to like get money in a year and then actually save for taxes. Like entrepreneurs hate tax time because they gotta pay the taxes back of all the money they made the year before. You know what I'm saying? So like when it comes to like having like a job, you know what I'm saying, you're already getting taxed the most. But like when you become an entrepreneur and say like you turn into a Jeff Bezos, you're gonna get taxed, you know what I'm saying? Like unless you don't know, like unless you have like financial people around you who know how to like, go through those loopholes of, tax breaks. But like if you don't, like, you know what I'm saying, they gonna tax you like every
Right.
million, especially in America. Like every million is like you owe them like at least like 300,000-400,000, like, and that's crazy in America. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's like, no, people who are building wealth because like they don't want to fit in the system. Like that's why they do it. You know what I'm saying? They
Right.
don't want to
Right.
be, you know, controlled by their time. They want all their freedom. So it's just like that person shouldn't be, because this isn't this what America is about, like building your own thing, having your whole American dream, and everything is like you shouldn't be taxed for trying to be something different than everybody else is. You know what I'm saying? There's more employees than there are, you know, entrepreneurs in this world. So
Right. Right.
I think you shouldn't get taxed at all for that.
I think.
I
I think.
think
Well, not tax
I
at all, but like a little tax.
you know, I kind of I'm on the middle with this one because I see it from both ways. Because we talk about these people that make this money, but they don't contribute back to us. You
Facts.
know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So if they didn't get taxed, in what ways would they be contributing back to the community? They wouldn't at all. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
and I mean community on a broader, like a national aspect, because the taxes that we get taxed, I mean, we get taxed some state and local taxes too, but in general, we're talking about a national aspect. So I think they should get taxed. And I think the loopholes that are there are, honestly, I think they're conducive to our society. Like the write-offs for giving to charities and things like that. Like if that wasn't there, they probably wouldn't be giving back to charities. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Right.
I feel like taxes is kind of a way to get um to get those guys that wouldn't contribute back, that have a lot, to kind of contribute back. Even though we see tax as a bad thing, but I feel like if you when you have tons of money, you know what I'm saying? Tax is just another thing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Or you find those loopholes and you give it away, and it's just like nothing. It's like giving away $1.
Right. Facts. I ain't lying.
But I don't think that that like our retirement accounts for people that aren't billionaires, like I don't think that an increase in capital gains tax, or an increase in or establishing a tax in some other aspect like Joe Biden is trying to do, I don't think that's conducive to society as a whole, because that also affects the littler guys with the littler accounts. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why I say I sit in the middle,
I
because
think
I
we need
think
a
tax is a
police.
good thing,
I think we need a
but
police or a
it's a healthy
community.
balance.
I think we need a police or a community to govern the tax man. Because who governed the tax man?
Facts.
Yeah, yeah.
How do they
Well,
make these laws?
the government's supposed to, but it's
Facts.
like they can make these different percentages out of nowhere. But the good thing about it is there's three different branches that it has to go through, and two different parties, and the Republicans don't be letting that fly.
Right. So I mean,
Y'all seen Queen Elizabeth died, and like just the monarchy system is just being exposed because
yeah, it's 91 of them.
they built a lot of wealth tax free off the backs of a lot of people.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. It's like 91 countries or something like that, right?
It's
That
crazy
like,
Man,
amount.
man, the Queen got so much stuff coming out about her now. It's ridiculous.
yeah.
Right, right.
But of course, it's like 70 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about how long that is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people don't even make it to 70. She was a queen for 70 years. Like, she old as hell. Like, it was a
They're
goodbye.
crazy.
It's like goodbye. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You
my
know,
condolence. Like,
I'm thinking about America, like how they in debt to a lot of countries, but they allow their people to be in debt to them basically through taxes.
it's a capitalism system.
Right,
Capitalism
right.
system. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it is. I mean, it's and it's crazy because they give more um, foreign policy money towards like other countries than towards the people that's already lived here, like for the people that was already born here. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like entrepreneurship is such a like an important thing because it's just like, you know, this is America. You can really like do what you want to do here and succeed. if you just put your mind to it, you know. So
That'll be your only way to success because ain't no tools and resources for our community to reach success. You
hmm
have to become an entrepreneur. You have to become an investor. You have to put your money to work, your time to work. You got to start trading one thing that's lower in value and selling it for something that's higher in value.
yeah,
Well, I will say also one thing that's pro tax is like our school systems. Like it seems like the ones that have like that special school tax, like Texas, they have a better school system than like Arizona, which is one of the trashiest ones. So
hmm
I mean, the tax it comes back to us in ways we just don't like paying that tax.
yeah. It should like okay, so like schools are made off of property taxes, okay, like and like are built off property taxes. So like if you go to a shitty school, it's probably because the land around it is probably paying low property taxes. So like I feel like that type of tax because like okay, people should get taxed for like education tax, and that goes to the youth of our our nation because like we don't thrive unless we put what we know to our youth. You know what I'm saying? And they move the country on. You know what I'm saying? So like that type of tax should be like mandatory because like school should run off taxes. Like it shouldn't run off property taxes. You know what I'm saying? Like the government should be one to fund every school in America. But then again, that's high reaching because like this is America again. So like I feel like that type of tax should be implemented and mandatory because like I'm from Chicago and there's like if you go to the north side, higher property taxes, better schools. Go out south, You know what I'm saying? Is lower property taxes, garbage schools, no textbooks, teachers walking out. This is like literally like America. So like I
That's
think
redlining.
that should be implemented mandatory. Like schools, our school system, public school system should be a tax thing, a government thing. They should
Right.
put more into our own school because that's how our country becomes a better country. And this whole America thing they trying to have, you know what I'm saying, can become something. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like
So what you
Another
believe the tax
thing,
refund is? Because that's some, BS. The tax refund people get every year. Come on, you guys.
yo,
Y'all
go
love that refund, huh?
yeah, that refund is the money that we be giving them. But the reason why right, it's a tax free loan. I mean, an interest free loan for the government. But another reason why I kind of like taxes is because like when we talk about like I know in my household or in households that were around the communities that I know of, they use food stamps. You know what I'm saying?
right,
And they needed those food stamps. It's not like they were like balling and was like, yeah, we got these food stamps. No, it was they needed those food stamps or they was gonna probably go hungry.
right.
So in like aspects like that to where it's like still helping out the community, I feel like we should be taxed for that. Now, I think I think the Social Security tax is bull because if we're not going to be able to benefit from it, like the younger crowd, why are we putting into it?
Into it,
You know what I'm
right?
saying?
That's what I'm
But
saying. So it's
that's
like
why I
you
say
got
I'm on the
those.
middle.
Yeah, you got it's a bittersweet thing, kind of like it's like because like for us, like you said, we are around the same age, so like retirement is not going to be 65 for us. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be pushed more because life expectancy is longer now. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like a thing of like, all right, so what happens when I turn 65, and what do I do now to prepare for that? You know what I'm saying? So that's that longevity whole of like, all right, I'm gonna start investing now because like and that whole 65, who knows where that 401k is going to be? Like
Right.
pensions are not even a thing anymore. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like where do we
Yeah.
start? You know what I'm saying? Like as a millennial, as I would say. You know what I'm saying? It's like where do we start? And it's at the point of like you have to like invest in yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's a
I think every citizen should have a tax class or some type of form of tax education because that education is missing.
yeah,
If we kind of knew the tax laws and tax resources and the tax benefits, more people would be doing more things to give more money to the tax man.
yeah.
They wouldn't
But
have no
I feel
choice.
like the citizens should be taxed. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the working class shouldn't be taxed because it's just like you get taxed the most. You know what I'm saying? Like so you that makes that person go all right, cool. I gotta go get a second job. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go apply for some type of stamps. So like, we're paying. How you paying taxes on money that you're receiving for free? Like a think about a person who has like a job and then is on food stamps too. Okay, that is a real thing. Like you can have like a part-time job and still be on like a food stamps. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like
Yeah.
they paying taxes on that money that they're working for to give back to government to give them food stamps. So they're basically paying taxes on the money that they're getting back. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it keeps you poor, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? Like because like they don't teach you in school on how, like you said, on taxes. You know what I'm saying? They don't teach you on like things of like real world real world problems, and they don't have real world solutions in it. So it's kind of difficult to like get out and learn that knowledge of like, all right, I got to pay taxes, or if I become an entrepreneur, I have to pay back taxes. You know what I'm saying? That's an education that you have to like get out of the tradition. You got to get out of the whole traditional railroad track and go into the dirt and find that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like it's off the wall. It's like a go off into a tangent to find, you know, the real information that you need to know in this world. So yeah, that's it. That
Free yourself from the tax, man. The only way is building your wealth,
yeah
becoming your own personal economy.
yeah um yeah. Taxes are yeah. I'm leaning back towards what Mr. Graham was talking about. Like I'm leaning back towards like that middle ground because like it is important because like how do you get around like on roads and stuff like that? Like stuff like that. Okay, you should have to pay taxes for, but I feel like the people who have the more money gets taxed more because like a Jeff Bezos, he needs to get taxed. He can probably build another city. You know what I'm saying? As much money as he can get taxed. You know what I'm saying? So like things of that nature, yes. Okay, taxes are important, but
And you see, the funny thing is, those guys, they're more adept to the tax laws, so they're gonna
yeah,
be
right.
missing them.
Yeah,
You know
the
what I'm
opposite.
saying?
Yeah, of course.
They're gonna be playing the Matrix on them. You know what I'm saying? They already know what's going on. So
Yeah,
it's that middle class that really is gonna be paying them taxes.
yeah,
You know, and they don't benefit as much as the lower class, where as we talked about, like the food stamps and the different programs that are there for them. So that middle class is really who suffered the most.
yeah. Facts, facts. And that's what I'm saying. Those people have like careers, like, and you getting taxed the most, like, and that sucks. You gotta look at your paycheck stuff and be like, damn, I made this much, but they ain't took this much out. You be like, God damn, like, so I am worth this much, but tax man come in and grab it.
Exactly, exactly.
I feel like everybody who do taxes for a living should teach just the tax education. They
Yeah.
do it for short term profit, but at the end of the day, the person that do your taxes should be teaching you the tax laws at the end of the day.
Or that's just
Yeah, I
something.
think
Go ahead, Mr.
I was about to say, yeah, I think they should tell us like the base education, like this is where this tax goes to. This is this kind of like state, local, like the different levels of tax. I don't think they should tell us like how to do our taxes because I really don't care. I'm gonna hire a tax professional anyways. I got other things I could do with my time.
Right,
But I
right.
would like to know the general education. Okay, I'm putting my money into these taxes, so exactly where are these things going? I think a class like that would be very helpful.
Facts. That's a fact. And I feel like even if they teach a class like that, they'll be so generic with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it'd be so BS with it. Like, yeah, it's going here, it's
Yeah.
going there. Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. I need to track every damn dollar of the serial number to actually know where it's going. Like,
Right,
I
Yeah.
need
right.
to know. Like it's really going here. Like because like the government, oh my god, I ain't got time for them.
It's great. It's great. It's great areas in every market, and you just want to stay in the green area.
Yeah, man.
Yep. As
Just gotta
much as
pay Uncle
possible.
Sam, bro. Just gotta pay that guy.
Right, right.
Unfortunately, like some type of way.
So that's about it for this week. Appreciate y'all time for today.
All right.
Appreciate you having me on,
Any
man.
final words I want to leave off with? Happy investing. Happy investing.
Pay Uncle Sam.
Check
What
out
about
M1
what about Auntie
Finance.
Sunny?
You said what?
What about Auntie Sunny? You know, if
I
you
don't
got
know.
Uncle Sam, who the auntie?
I thought that's Fannie Mae.
Auntie Fanny. Anything you want to leave out with the birdie investor? The birdie investor, my bad.
No, man, I just want to say check out M1 Finance. If you're not trying to check the market out every single day, every single week, you just want to check it out once a month, and get those opportunity buys, from where you saw they were and where you purchased. When it dips, the software buys it for you, whatever chunk of money you put it in, and it divvies it up. I have about 60 to 70 different stocks because I have them segmented into different portfolios, and it goes in there for me and divvies it up. I don't have to do no extra work. Real easy.
That's great. That's great. Thank y'all for your time today. Happy investing. Your goals as an investor is to build wealth tax free. Don't let the tax man take all your money now.
All right.
Absolutely.
Peace.
Peace, peace.
Happy investing. Peace.
Happy investing.